6:30 in the morning, today's 5th of September, Tuesday, it's 2017, and I've just spent the night here. This is a place called Eichsfeld. It is just inside what was once East Germany. In fact, I've got a film from the border point, which is not so far from here. Now, many of the overnight rest stops, the motorway stops, not necessarily overnight, you can stop anytime you like, were former border posts. In this case, this was not a former border post, because I believe that this motorway here was built after unification. To get here, you go through a tunnel called the Tunnel of German Unification. I've also filmed that before as well. So you get woken up in the morning, you've got the dawn chorus, that's to say the lorry's starting up. But as I came in last night, you see both sides here of the road, the one on the left here and the one on the right, that was full of vehicles. And there was one thing in particular I'd like to point out. We've got a very long vehicle here from, well, the front isn't from Italy, but the back appears to be. So, no, sorry, it's from Romania, sorry. And I should have read it properly. And you can imagine how difficult it is for these lorry drivers to actually park their vehicles. Now, these ones are parked in the car parking spaces, and taking up like 5 car parking spaces or something like that. But yesterday I saw a lorry with a trailer which must have been, what, about 25 meters long, and so the difficulties he had in trying to park, and I felt really sorry for him. And this could be him right here, down here, right now. That's a pretty hard thing to park. No, it's not the same one. This one's the one I saw was even longer. But even look at that. This vehicle, how difficult that is to find somewhere to park. You know, it's hard enough finding somewhere to park your motorhome at times. You know, I've been in places where it's taken me 3 goes to actually, 3 places I had to stop at before I found somewhere I could put my motorhome. So, and you also tell who's came early and who came late, because those that came a bit early have had places to park, whereas those who didn't have. So, now let's have a look down here, because you see here where the facilities are. So you've got a restaurant and shop, and which is down there. Now this is the route which would take you from Kassel to places like Leipzig and Dresden, and in my case I'm going to Görlitz on the Polish-German border. Now I'm going to Poland. So look at how difficult to park these things. So 6:30, and it's we've got the dawn chorus. That's to say the lorry's starting up. Now, most of the lorries have actually gone. It was much busier last night than it is now. But anyway, I had a very peaceful, quiet night. Didn't hear anything at all. Well, I was out, I suppose, by about 10:30, if not late. I don't know. Didn't wake up once. So it maybe here it seems so quiet after the noise of the campsite in Dusseldorf. So it was 6 o'clock, you got the planes going over, and that is sufficient to wake you up. Now, the newer places are actually a bit better, because I filmed something from on the road to Dusseldorf last week, and that was very busy. But that's a place I think was probably built in the 1950s. This is completely different. Being newer, it's got far more room for people to park in, particularly the lorry drivers. So I know that lots of people criticise and complain about lorry drivers, but after seeing the difficulties in parking last night and trying to help the gentleman park myself, I felt very sorry indeed for them. So now I think it's just about time for me to get back into my own van and continue on my journey eastwards. It's only the 5th of September, but it's a bit cold out this morning. It was 8 degrees, I noticed, as I jumped out the van only a few minutes ago. So, unfortunately, the days of super hot weather now appear to be over, and the winter, maybe not quite yet, but it's beginning to rear its ugly head.